For last trip, I had Stacy along with me, and she was just a perfect companion on our trip. And when she got back to the United States after the very deep emotional experience that she went through in the camps of being with many children, with many families, she just immediately decided to start her own family or add. So she became pregnant, and she's expecting a beautiful baby girl soon. So this time it's three of us on this trip, and my sister Connie is coming with me.
First, to tell you the truth, I thought I wasn't really worthy of coming because I know you and Yuen-Lin and Stacey, you're just 100% dedicated to this, and I have my own job, I do my own thing. I've always been interested in what you do, I've always participated, but coming here is, wow, a big honor, and I hope I bring the message and I can take back the message and just be a good messenger.
Yuen-Lin, how is it now for you being on this side? Usually you're in the United States and taking care of all the tech complexities, and now you're going to be out here doing also the technical part, but then also being one of the citizen reporters.
Well, I feel humbled to be here, and I hope that there is a certain amount of pleasure being here. It comes with some responsibility, as Connie alluded to, and as she said yesterday, she hopes that this will be a productive trip, that we can actually make a big contribution to the return of Darfurians to their homes, and I feel the same way. I hope that we can actually make a concrete contribution here. So I just feel obliged to try my best. And the other thing I guess I should mention is that I think the IACT team is much more than what you see on the camera.
Oh yes.
There are many people working in the States, working extremely hard to bring this connection to you. So.
And we're definitely, I know that in previous IACs we always say it, but we're just regular people. I mean, we're not professionals at any of these things, and it's really just citizens deciding to do something. And the people from Darfur are very, very resilient, and they're beautiful people, strong people. So it's not about feeling sorry for them. It's really just to again return them to the way they used to be, so that they can continue their lives the way they used to and the way they like to. We're really about immediate action, so that people connect with individuals, but then hopefully it moves them to do more about this situation, and that we just not. I mean, we don't want to continue coming out here every year, and now it was like half a year for our return. We want to return one day, but to tell the happy story of the people from Darfur going back to Darfur.
Right.
So that's our mission. Well, I had this very nice itinerary planned out where we would get here immediately next day, jump on a plane, go out to Eastern Chad, and even as I was typing it, I knew that it was more of a dream, the ideal of what would happen, but always know that the situations on the ground change everything. And so our first 2 days are going to be here in N'Djamena.
Today was a day of just trying to get our paperwork. We needed permits to be here in the country, and then after those permits, we need permits to be in over at the camps. So our day was just going back and forth.
We cannot get on a plane until Wednesday, the 11th, so that's when we head out to Eastern Chad and out to Abeche. Once in Abeche, we're a little bit more flexible in our movement because we get our own car, we hire our own driver. We have Ali again this year, who's been great as a translator and guide. And then the only thing is security is an issue, so we can move around on our own. UNHCR has told us that we don't have any restrictions as far as where we go, but they'll give us the best information as far as security, and then we make our decision. So we're definitely going to be as safe as possible given the circumstances of where we are. But the plan is to land in Abeche. Abeche is the biggest little town in Eastern Chad, and if you would have this map to scale, N'Djamena would be way outside of the picture. And from there, we're going to go east. On our way to our first compound where we stay for the night, we're going to stop at one camp and make a quick stop and just see some of the refugees that we've seen the last two visits, the last 2 years, and then head out to where we're going to spend the night. And then from there, we'll stay 3 or 4 nights, depending on, again, what's going on in the region. And then we're going to head up north to some of the camps that are up in the northern eastern part of Chad. And again, it's all day to day, almost minute to minute. We're going to be checking in with UNHCR and asking about what's the safest.
In the past 2 years, I was on the US side of this project of IACT, and I just want to point out to everyone who is watching this that try and look deeply into the situation. And although as Gabriel pointed out, you see images of resilience, of survival, and sometimes things may not look that bad, right, at a superficial level, but I think it's important for each one of us who is concerned about this to come to a deep understanding of, at all levels, what are the implications of a certain thing that you hear in the news. When you hear that Sudan has accepted 20,000 peacekeepers, well, what's the fine print? Because it usually comes with a but, 20,000 peacekeepers, but, and so they have to be commanded by African Union, so and so. The details have to be worked out. And if you look at history, this has been continuing in the same fashion for a long time. First it was, in various forms.
Yeah, for 4 years as far as Darfur, and it goes even deeper. But and for 4 years there has been promises. There has been so many, breakthroughs supposedly on the diplomatic side, but it has never meant an improvement of conditions for the people of Darfur. So I think what Yuen-Lin is saying is just so important that we cannot just see, a 60-second news brief about peacekeepers going into Darfur, or that there has been some type of an agreement. It doesn't really mean anything until we see, a protection force in Darfur, and we see a true peace in the region, so that the people can start going back home.